So I think we'll get going. All right. So go ahead and close your eyes. Find yourself in a comfortable position. And we'll take a few moments before we begin moving our body to bring just awareness to our breathing. Noticing the breath as it enters your body. Noticing the nostrils. Notice your breath as it enters and fills the lungs from the bottom up, feeling the depths of your lungs before you fill the top. If your mind begins to wander, just gently bring it back. Begin again with a new breath. I'll invite you to bring your awareness away from your breath now. Just notice what else is going on in the body. Pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. Without trying to change it. Just awareness. Notice where your energy is. Bringing your awareness back to your breath. Begin again with a new breath. And now I'll invite you to set an intention for your practice this morning. Set an intention for your time on your mat, this time of self-care. Again, return your mind, return your attention to your breathing. Notice if you can feel your heartbeat. Softening your jaw. Let's inhale with a long spine, reaching the crown of the head to the skies. And on your breath out, we'll bring the chin down to the chest. Lengthening the back of the neck. And if you can, see if you can turn the corners of your lips upward in a slight smile. Noticing the change in your breathing when you make this simple adjustment. Maybe notice the change in your thoughts. And let's bring the chin up. Opening your eyes if you can. And let's take the arms out to the side, fingertips touching the floor to each side. Find yourself on your next inhale. We'll bring those arms using the entire inhale with the movement. The top of your inhale, fingertips touch. And on the exhale, we're just going to open the arms again. Bring your attention to the way that the fabric of your clothing feels on your skin as you make these slow, intentional movements. Breath in, the arms are going to come back up. And breath out. Everything from the waist down, heavy and rooted into the mat. This time we're going to reach up only with the left arm. Reaching up, and let's twist at the waist. Dropping that left hand over to the right leg. Your right hand is back behind you and twisting at the waist, looking out over the right shoulder. And now let's just bring the chin down slightly. Really feel that opening up on the left side of the neck, through the shoulders, through the clavicle. Drawing that breath all the way down to the depth of the belly. Now you can lift that chin up if you'd like to and just gently rotate up a little where the chin is and the nose are reaching back behind you. Feeling that on the front of the neck, on the left side. Keep breathing. And now we'll just bring the head back in alignment with the rest of the spine. We'll lift up the right arm, cross it over as you untwist, placing it on the opposite knee. Inhale and lengthen, draw that belly button into the spine. As you exhale and round forward, tucking that chin in, feeling the stretch through the upper back here, opening up through the back of the rib cage. Even in this compressed position, see if you can expand your lungs as much as you can. Again, the yoga part of this, staying with your breath. Go ahead and draw your body up. Next, inhale, we'll lift up the right arm, reaching it up, twisting at the waist. Left hand behind on the mat behind your glutes. Right hand across, turning your gaze out towards the back. And first we'll lower the chin as you continue to look behind you. Letting go here, breathing in to any place that needs your attention. As you breathe out, see if you can let go and just deepen, melting into calmness. This time, let's just lift the chin up slightly. The nose and the chin are going to reach just gently to the sky, opening out the front of the neck on that right side. Making sure you listen to your body. Let's bring the head back down. Straightening the head so it's just sitting right on top of the spine. We'll lift up on the inhale, that left arm, twist, untwisting. Taking that arm over, lifting up as you lengthen, and exhale as you bring that navel back to the spine, rounding through the shoulders. One more time here. Breathing in through the back of the rib cage. And let's bring it up. Let's go ahead and just roll those shoulders back, opening them back again. This time we'll take those hands way out in front, reaching out and walking those hips out behind you, and see if you can lower your head, lowering your chin down, opening through the hips here, through the sides of the body. Activate your bandhas, and let's come on up. And we'll come up onto our hands and knees. On your hands and knees here, go ahead and peek between your knees and hide those feet back behind you. And we'll inhale as we come to cow, arching that back, shining the heart forward, crown of the head and the tailbone drawn to each other. Rounding through on your exhale, pressing the earth away with those hands. Inhaling, coming back down, shining the heart. Exhaling, bringing the chin to the hollow of the neck. Good time to practice here your breathing, your ujjayi breath if you'd like. In through the nose. That wind tunnel in the back of the throat. Using that vibration and that sound, that wind sound, as a way to keep your mind right here, right now, in this moment, with presence and wonder. And on your next inhale, let's just come to table. We'll use the exhale to tuck those toes, lifting the hips to the sky, spreading those fingers wide, rooting down with the backs of the knuckles on the inside of your hand. Go ahead and you can pedal your heels down, bending one knee, pressing the heel down. Shoulders are drawn to the ankles, and your gaze is up to the navel. Lengthening the spine and the hands, the arms. Feeling that beautiful stretch throughout your entire body. And then I'll invite you to come to stillness with your legs. Continue all those other beautiful reminders of lengthening, where your drishti or your gaze, you want it to be at the belly or the upper thighs. Relaxing the neck. And go ahead and bend the knees slightly, and we're just going to walk the hands back to the feet this time, till the feet come flat on the floor, knees are bent. Let's straighten those knees as you look behind you if you can. We'll breathe in and come to that flat back. And breathe out, forward fold again. Breathe in, flat back again. And a little further if you can. Breathing out, forward fold. And on your next inhale, we're going to come to the standing position. So keep the knees soft, rooting down with the soles of the feet, drawing the arms all the way to the sky. And then we'll practice bringing those hands back, coming back to that middle path, and back to that balance. And we'll inhale the arms up, reaching up again. Exhale, forward fold. This time you can take your hands to the tops of your thighs as you continue to walk those hands, bend the knees. We're going to walk them all the way back out in front to a plank. And from here, let's just lower the body into chaturanga, full or modified. Coming up, shining the heart, tucking the toes, and bringing your body back to downward dog. Slowly with intention, building the strength here in our bodies, in our arms. Strength in our minds. As we practice keeping our minds and our bodies and our breath in one place, right here and right now. Now this time we're going to walk the feet up to the hands. Breathing into a flat back. Breathing out, forward fold. Again, breathing in, flat back. Breathing out, forward fold. And reverse swan dive. All the way up. Fingertips together. And draw those hands down to heart center. As you bring your hands down to your sides and your eyes are open, if you're not up at the front of the mat, go ahead and make sure that you are as we practice sun salutation A. Let's take a nice deep inhale up, reaching, exhaling, forward fold, folding in half. Inhale to a flat back, looking in front, lengthening the spine. Exhale, bend those knees and step back or walk back to plank and chaturanga. I'll do a modified this time. Bringing the hips back, belly can come down, come up. Exhale, I'll do modified. We come back to downward dog. Table first, tucking the toes and lifting the hips. And let's stay here and pause in downward dog for 3 breaths. And look to the front of the mat. Start walking up or stepping up to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, head to the knees. And reverse swan dive. The arms to the sky, reaching up. And bring the hands down to heart center. All right, let's do one more sun salutation A on our own. Inhale. Exhale. Modified or full chaturanga, whatever is your body is at today. 3 breaths at downward dog. And we meet back at Tadasana, or mountain pose. We'll practice one sun salutation B. Knees and feet are together. Go ahead and draw your body down into Utkatasana to begin with. Exhale, forward fold, head to the knee. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, go ahead and step both feet back. We'll practice a chaturanga, modified or full. Again, listen to your body as we build strength here. Exhaling back to downward dog. And this time we'll bring that right leg, we're going to bring it up between the hands, lowering the left heel, and use your legs and your breath to draw your body up to warrior one. On the breath out, we'll slowly come down, bringing those feet back to a chaturanga. And back to downward dog. This time the left leg. It's an opportunity to come forward, using those legs. Breath to draw yourself up to warrior one. Breath out, we'll come back down, hands to the mat. You can stay here in downward dog, or you can add a chaturanga if you'd like. And back to downward dog. Now let's stay here in downward dog for just 2 deep breaths. 1. And 2. Let's just bring the knees down to the mat. And we're going to lower our bodies down to child's pose. So bring those hips back to the feet. You can spread those knees out to the edges of your mat if you'd like to create some space for your body as you draw yourself down. Lowering the forehead. Go ahead and just lift the body up. Walking the hands back. Lifting those hips back up. Coming back to table. Let's tuck the toes under here. Hips coming back up to downward dog. Looking to the front of the mat. You can walk up or step up to the front of the mat with the right foot first, then the left. Breathe into a flat back. Keep those knees and feet together. As you slowly bend those knees, coming back to Utkatasana, drawing the arms slowly up to the skies if you're lifting the sun or the moon. And then we come to standing position. Exhale, bringing the hands back to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale the arms up again. Exhale, forward fold. Breath into a flat back, and this time we'll step back with the right foot only, and we'll come into a low lunge. So we'll take that back, that right foot back, bringing the knee down, making sure that your left ankle and knee are in alignment, really opening up through the front hip there. You can take the hands back behind you if you like, opening up through the shoulders. And we're just going to draw the pelvis forward and down, bringing the elbows as close together behind you as you can. Breathe deeply, full breaths. Go ahead and release those hands. We're going to bring the hands down to the mat if you can. And we'll straighten out that left leg, sitting back towards the right heel. We don't want to go all the way back, but we're just drawing both of the hips back behind. You're going to feel that stretch in the back of the left leg, making sure that you're keeping your belly button tucked in, shoulders relaxed. Draw yourself a little deeper. You can flex that left foot to get a good stretch to the back of that leg. And then we'll slowly rock forward, bringing the sole of that foot back down. Hands move forward, and we're going to step the right foot back up to the front of the mat. Breathe in, flat back. And breathe out. This time we'll take the left foot back. Left knee comes down, making sure that you have that same alignment with your knee directly over the ankle. You can take the hands back behind you again, drawing the elbows together, and rooting down, rooting that pelvis forward. Try to really open through the chest, through the clavicle, that collarbone. Deep breaths. Release the lower back, sitting back up, and now we'll lengthen out through the back of the right leg. So thinking about that right hip, you want to press both of the hips back. You can flex the right foot, sitting back a little further, keeping your bandhas active here. And then just rock forward, bringing the sole of that foot back to the mat. This time when we tuck the back toe under, just lift up enough so that you can bring both feet back to your plank. And let's practice one more chaturanga here. Pressing the hips back, stretch it out. And then we'll bring the knees down to the mat. Taking those feet out to the right as you gently bring your body down to the mat. Let straight out in front of you. Do whatever you need to do here to get the sit bones grounded into the mat. We'll take the right foot and take the sole of that right foot and bring it into the inside of the left leg. Janu Shiranasana here. Gentle with that knee. If you need a block or if you need to put a block underneath that knee to support it, you can do that as well, but just be gentle with that knee. And we're going to lift the arms to the sky, reaching the torso away from the pelvis as you press the hips back behind you, drawing your heart to your toes. Trying to keep that long back. Staying with your breath. Activate your core as you bring the body back up. And let's switch legs. The right foot comes straight out. This time the left of the sole of the foot comes to the inside of the right leg. Make any adjustments you need to make. Again, your block can go under your knee. And inhale those arms to the sky, reaching the torso. And exhaling, press the hips back behind you, drawing the heart to the top of the foot. Lengthening on your breath in and deepening as you exhale. Keep breathing, beginning again by bringing your mind back. It begins to wander. Slowly bring the body back up. And let's bring the soles of the feet together in Baddha Konasana here as we open the knees. You can take hold of the feet here. You can open those feet as if you're reading your feet like a book. Opening the knees, lengthening the spine, reaching. And then as you exhale, just try to draw the heart forward. We're not wanting to round yet. We want to just draw the heart forward. We're feeling that through the hip joints here. Coming back up, breathing in, and this time go ahead and round, bringing the nose to the toes, just rounding the back. And coming back up. All right, let's situate ourselves on our mats so that when you do lay back down and bring your spine to your mat, your back of your head will be resting on your mat. So you can slowly lower the body down, bringing those knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around the knees. Go ahead and rock back and forth, massaging both sides of the spine. And then let's just go ahead and our last pose that we're gonna do here before we enter Shavasana is Happy Baby Pose. So go ahead and take the yogi pull if you can on your big toe. Bring those knees out to your sides. You can take the hands to the outsides of the soles of the feet if you want. Our goal here is to keep those shoulders down, keep the lower back down, just opening up through the hips. Breathing here. All right, let's just release. Go ahead and release the legs. Gracefully bring them out to the end of the mat. Turning, opening your heart here as you turn your arms so that your palms are facing the sky. Those arms are resting next to your body. Continuing to breathe in and out the nose. finding peace and comfort. Slowly begin to enter back into your body. You can begin to move your fingertips and your toes, rotating your wrists and your ankles. With your eyes remained closed, go ahead if you and see if you can take note of the space that you occupy in the room that you're resting. I invite you to bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet in connection with the mat. Go ahead and take the deepest breath you've taken all day. As you let it out, go ahead and draw those knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around those knees in a familiar embrace, warm, filled with self-care. You can reach your right arm all the way up overhead to the mat above you. As you slowly roll over to your right side, just to come into a side posture here. You can roll into a ball if you like, holding yourself here in this restorative posture that I like to call pausing. Where your body gets to come back into the here and now. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and draw your bodies up, coming into the seated position. Once more, facing forward. Sitting in what's ever most comfortable for you, lotus or half lotus. And then I invite you to join me to bring your hands to heart center. Your fingertips together, palms together. And draw your hands back so that your knuckles of your thumbs just rest at your heart center, right at the top of your rib cage. Bringing awareness to the heart, sustaining us, physically, connecting us and sustaining us with that part of our heart that we can give, receive, connect. You can allow a smile to form on your lips if you like. May the light and the beauty that you created in your bodies and your minds, calmness in your mind and body this morning, see if you can carry that through the rest of your day. Reminding you of the intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. Reminding you to lead from that space that your hands are touching right now. Let's just bow our chins down in thanksgiving of our time here together this morning. For this time spent giving to ourselves, connecting with other people, connecting to our bodies and our breath, and bringing our attention back to the here and now with wonder and vulnerability and grace. And in thanksgiving for those that have come before us as always, and for those that follow. You can bring your chins up and open your eyes. And namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me this morning.